Hello my friends and welcome to this new episode. Alright, so now I'm going to start teaching you the technical analysis, and technical analysis relies on three important pillars. The first one is localization, the second one is structure, and the third one is momentum. And that's all I'm going to teach you for the technical analysis. And then after this I'm going to teach you order flow analysis, which gives you some extra elements on how to predict where Bitcoin is going to go. But let's start first with technical analysis with our three pillars: localization, structure, and momentum. And in this episode, we're going to do localization. So actually, it's very simple. I just have to tell you one thing, but that I want you to clearly remember for the rest of your life, because this is how the smart money thinks. I want you, from now on, to stop buying high and stop selling low. And instead, I want you to, from now on, start buying low and start selling high. And that's it. That's exactly what the smart money does, and that's exactly the opposite of what the retail investors are doing. Retail investors, non-experienced investors, they buy high because they buy in the FOMO phase, they buy in the euphoria phase because they think it's going to go much higher, and then they sell when they panic, when they panic sell. So from now on, I don't want you to be this trader or this investor. I want you to be the smart money investor, where you buy when it's low and when you sell when it's high. So when to recognize when it's low or when it's high? Well, it's very simple. You just get aware of those cycles, and you perfectly know that we have the bottom of the cycle right now, and that probably we're going to follow this by a horizontal phase. So as soon as you see a big fall of the Bitcoin price followed by a horizontal phase, that's when you know that you can buy. Because since we are in a horizontal phase, it will probably not fall lower, and it's probably, that depression phase clearly identified by the smart money. So from now on, I really want you to only buy at this time and never buy again in a FOMO phase or euphoria phase. And that's all I have to say for this episode. You have to buy at the bottom of the cycle and sell at the top. And it's okay if you don't buy at the very bottom, it's okay. You just have to buy when it's horizontal after a big fall and sell not necessarily at the top, but when you recognize the euphoria phase around you, when everybody around you screams for the moon or screams for a Bitcoin going to 100K, or when you hear the media talking about it, that's when you recognize the euphoria phase, and that's when you have to sell. So that's it for this episode. Now we're going to move on to the next one, which will be about the structures.